Hello, French learners. Today we are mastering French listening and we are answering the question why French sounds fast. Let's dive in.
So, if you've ever aced a written grammar test, only to totally freeze in pure panic when a native speaker actually opens their mouth to talk to you, yeah, you are absolutely in the right place. We're going to break down a pedagogical, step-by-step masterclass to train your ears and transform that terrifying wall of sound into crystal clear language.
Okay, here is our roadmap for today. We'll cover 1. Why French sounds fast. 2. Master the phonetic alphabet. 3. Step-by-step active listening. 4. Advanced training techniques. 5. Stop translating in your head. And finally, 6. Build your immersion routine. Let's dive right in.
Section 1. Why French sounds fast. Let's start by validating a massive frustration that almost every French learner experiences. You might be asking yourself, I understand my teacher perfectly, so why on earth can't I understand natives or French movies? You know, you sit in a classroom, your teacher speaks beautifully, and then suddenly a French film sounds like a completely alien language. But here's a really surprising linguistic fact for you. French isn't actually the fastest language in the world. It ranks about 10th. So the issue isn't really their speed, it's actually how they connect, blend, and completely swallow their words. This brilliantly illustrates the gap between written and spoken French. I mean, think about it. In a textbook, you learn "Tu vois ce que je veux dire," where every single syllable is polite and distinct. But in authentic conversation, letters literally vanish into thin air. It becomes "Tu vois ce que je veux dire." The E's are dropped, consonants just crash together, and it sounds like one giant continuous word. French has 32 phonetic sounds, but over 250 ways to write them. So if you only ever study the textbook, your ears are just set up to fail. Section 2. Master the phonetic alphabet. To bridge that massive gap between textbook French and the real world, you really need a secret weapon. And I highly encourage you to learn the International Phonetic Alphabet, specifically focusing on the actual sounds in French. By studying phonetics, you decode the real, physical sounds of the language rather than getting tricked by its chaotic spelling. You basically bypass the letters entirely and train your brain to recognize the precise noises native speakers are actually making. Speaking French is honestly a physical workout, and training your brain to recognize these physical mechanics is exactly how you unjumble the noise. Take nasality, for example. Is the air coming out of the mouth or the nose? Or tension. French requires way more muscular tension in the mouth than English does. And labiality. Are the lips rounded or pulled back? The difference between the French oo and oo is entirely in the lips. Once you understand these physical mechanics, your ear starts catching crucial details used to completely miss. Section 3. Step-by-step active listening. All right, now let's apply a concrete pedagogical method to your practice. This 5-step active listening protocol is great because it totally prevents you from getting overwhelmed. Step 1, choose audio you actually care about, like maybe a French cooking show. Step 2 is marking timestamps. Step 3, go back and guess the meaning. Step 4, analyze the surrounding context. And Step 5, give it a final, confident listen. Let's look a bit closer at Step 2 because honestly, it is an absolute game changer. Timestamping is how you handle those moments of pure confusion. It's simply the act of jotting down the exact minute and second of a word you don't understand, but crucially, without ever hitting pause. Why does this matter? Well, stopping the audio destroys the natural rhythm of the language. You want to maintain the flow. Just jot down 105 and keep going. Later, during Step 3, you return to that 105 mark to decode that specific microsegment like a detective. Section 4. Advanced training techniques. To really accelerate your progress, language coaches use something called interval training. And yes, it's just like what you do at the gym. Listening to a foreign language burns massive mental energy. So the trick is to expose yourself to an intense burst, say 3 minutes of rapid-fire French news, then immediately return to easier, comprehensible content. This mental interval training pushes your listening endurance to the limit, and it makes normal everyday conversations feel so much slower and highly manageable by comparison. The second advanced technique is shadowing. This is where you listen to a native speaker and repeat exactly what they say, just a split second later. You're mimicking their pronunciation, their rhythm, and intonation perfectly. Now, it's challenging, for sure, but it forces you to physically reproduce those phonetic sounds we talked about earlier, locking them deep into your muscle memory. It basically builds a direct highway right between your ear and your mouth. Section 5. Stop translating in your head. As you practice these techniques, you've got to drop the ultimate safety net.
trying to translate every single word into your native language. Real-time translation is exhausting. I mean, it literally requires years of professional interpreter study to do that. You simply do not have the time in a live conversation to translate everything in your head before replying. Instead, aim for contextual understanding. Focus on the global meaning. If you catch the words
roman, aimer, lire.
you don't need a full-blown translation to know they're asking if you like reading novels.
Section 6. Build your immersion routine.
At the end of the day, consistency is what turns these strategies into real-world fluency. You've got to build a daily habit around topics you actually enjoy. The sweet spot is finding content where you understand about 60 to 80% of what's being said. If it's too easy, you won't grow. Too hard, you'll just quit. Use subtitles initially to map those tricky sounds to their spelling, but actively wean yourself off them. Consume authentic media made by French people for French people, and practice actively for just 15 minutes every single day. To take your skills to the absolute next level, I highly encourage you to check out the previous explainers we've made dedicated to this exact theme. We've got a wealth of videos diving deep into French listening and phonetics. And if you want to see truly rapid progress, I really recommend booking a one-on-one session with a teacher or language coach. Practicing these active listening and shadowing techniques live with an expert is pretty much the ultimate cheat code to fluency. The journey to oral fluency takes patience and mental energy, no doubt. But with this step-by-step roadmap, you have absolutely everything you need. You aren't just passively listening anymore, you're decoding. So are you going to keep letting fast-spoken French intimidate you, or are you ready to stop translating, trust your ears, and finally join the conversation? Grab a French podcast you love and start your active listening right now.
If this video helped you, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you want to keep improving your French with more practical, real-world guides like this one, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss a lesson. Thank you so much for watching and for allowing me to be a part of your French journey. Keep practicing, be bold, and bon courage. À bientôt!